Hello, this is the TradeSite US Forex market preview and international economic data roadmap for the week beginning Monday, the 15th of April, tax day here in the US, and ending Friday the 19th. This will be triple expiration week, so it's a big deal here to wrap us up in April. Here's a look at the dollar index daily chart. Look, it's gone nowhere. It wasn't much of a week. We've been here for months. This is some of the flattest markets overall we've seen. Forex, but also in the other stuff. So here's the euro dollar. It's the inverse of the dollar index, right where it was 6 months ago. Pound dollar. Again, a very flat week here in the pound. And this thing, look, almost a year ago, was in the same place. We're just not going anywhere. Aussie dollar, same deal. We were here back in September. That's been 9 months, maybe more. Here's the euro yen, also where we were back in August. Nothing there. Pound yen, back where we were last August. So it's just, I mean, this is not interesting. We've done nothing in any of these markets. So I'd like to talk about signals and daily charts, but there's just nothing to discuss. Let's just move to the interweek action and see what even happened. So the euro dollar high to low for the week, 110 pips. That's the euro dollar trades 120 pips per day on average. This is 110 pips for the week. You saw there's movement Monday and Friday, but if you look from midday Monday until midday Friday, in between it's literally 70 pips the whole time. That's horrible. Pound dollar here basically goes for 110 pips as well, which is horrible for the pound dollar. So there's nothing to look at. It wasn't much of a week. We had some winners, we had some losers. Fortunately, the winners we had offset the losers. That's all you can really ask for in a week like this. All right, in terms of economic data coming out this week, let's go through it. Also on Sunday, IMF meetings, the third day, Rightmove HPI here out of the UK, PPI out of Switzerland going into Monday, foreign direct investment out of China, German BUBA monthly report, whatever that is, Empire State Manufacturing Index here in the US, Bank of China Business Outlook Survey, got the tick long-term purchases at 4 p.m. Eastern Time on Monday here in the US, monetary policy meeting minutes for Australia. That's the minutes from the last Bank of Australia meeting. Japan's tertiary industry activity, UK's unemployment rate, that's a big one at 4:30 a.m. Eastern Time on Tuesday. German and broad European zoo economic sentiment, Canadian manufacturing sales and foreign securities purchases, capacity utilization, industrial production here in the U.S., along with the NAHB housing market index, GDP price index, CPI out of New Zealand, Japan's trade balance number, Australia's MI leading index. China does their GDP, fixed asset investment, industrial production. They got a press conference, retail sales, and the weekly or the unemployment rate, the monthly unemployment rate, all at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on Tuesday. We go to Wednesday, revised industrial production out of Japan, current account, Italian trade balance, CPI, RPI, PPI out of UK. So they put all of their, and the HPI. So they put all of their inflationary numbers out at 4:30. Europe's final CPI and trade balance at 5. CPI trade balance out of Canada at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time on Wednesday, but also the U.S. trade balance, which is one of our big three. So we will be half size ahead of that one going into Wednesday. Final wholesale inventories out of the U.S., crude oil inventories out of the U.S., Beige Book at 2 p.m. Eastern Time out of the U.S., Australia's unemployment rate and employment change number at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time Wednesday night here in the U.S. That's Eastern Time. Swiss trade balance, German PPI, and then you've got the flash services PMI and flash manufacturing PMI numbers out of France, Germany, the broad European sector, then retail sales out of the UK, and then retail sales out of Canada, along with their ADP non-farm employment change, retail sales here in the U.S., Philly Fed Manufacturing Index, unemployment claims, that's the weekly number, initial and continuing jobless claims numbers. Flash manufacturing PMI and services PMI numbers here in the U.S. Business inventories at 10. CB leading index at 10. Natty gas at 10:30. Australia and New Zealand go into a bank holiday. Remember, next weekend is Easter here in the U.S. So it's going to be a bank holiday. Now, the U.S. is strange. We don't take off Good Friday. We take off the day after, which is Monday. So everybody else is off on Friday. Bank holiday in Switzerland, Germany, UK. Housing starts in building permits here in the U.S. And so Friday is going to be a joke because the rest of the world's closed. And that's where if you skip ahead, you go to Monday, you've got most of the world's closed, but the U.S. It's closed again. Wait a minute. Am I doing that right? Yeah, my bad. We're closed on Friday, but the rest of the world's also closed on Monday. So it's going to be a light damn Friday because most of the world's. I'm likely next Monday because most of the world's closed Friday and Monday. We're only closed Friday, so it's going to be a short week here in the U.S. And then on top of it, it's options expiration week, so that's important. Remember, options expire on the third Friday of every month. That's Good Friday. The markets are closed. They're going to expire a day early. It's a short week. We usually get options unraveling that Wednesday of options expiration. Now it might be Tuesday. We'll see what happens. Look, at the end of the day, it's a short week. That's all we need to know. And then the following Monday is probably not going to be that interesting either because most of the world's got that off except for us. So it's a 4-day week for us here in the U.S. heading into the Easter weekend. And that's it. Charts as usual brought to you by the options expire on Friday or Thursday. Charts as usual brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple of weeks. We'll see what that means for Forex. I mean, expiration always does something. Have a great trade.